Hello everyone, I am Sword Caliburn 687, and today I would talk about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. If you guys really want to support this video, smash that like button and subscribe. Without further ado, let's begin the video. The character I would want for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it would be Majuub and Majubb. The reason why I am talking about these two characters separately, it is because Majubb and Majuub would be different characters. One Majubb would be from Dragon Ball Z, while the other one would be from Dragon Ball GT. I would talk about Majubb from Dragon Ball Z first, and then I would talk about Majubb. I would call the End of Z Majubb Kid Majubb to make it easier. How do I think that Kid Majubb would be playable? He would be playable like all the other Dragon Ball characters in Tenkaichi 3. Kid Majubb from Dragon Ball Z, he can't fly, but he can hover. I would want Kid Majubb's Ki Blast to be air pressure, all because he can't shoot out Ki Blasts as a kid. Kid Majubb's super attack, it would be Dragon Blitz from Dragon Ball Xenoverse. In Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Majubb starts to attack from a flip kick, and then he does a barrage of kicks. This loosely based Dragon Blitz on when Majubb does a barrage of kicks against Goku in the Tenkaichi tournament. I would want Dragon Blitz in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It would be a really fun super attack to use. To finish off Kid Majubb's moveset, I would talk about his ultimate attack. Kid Majubb's ultimate attack, it would be Blazing Barrage Palm from Tenkaichi 3. With the super attack of Blazing Barrage Palm, Majubb used this in the Tenkaichi tournament against Goku, which is so awesome. I would want Spike Chunsoft to make a Blazing Barrage Palm an incredible attack to use in Sparking Zero. I am done talking about Kid Majubb. Let's transition into Majubb. Let's begin this part of this video by talking about Majubb's intro. With Majubb's intro, he would say this when he fights his opponents in Sparking Zero. Majin Buu and I become one, and now we're going to defeat you. When Majubb says this quote, a silhouette of Majin Buu would show up in the background, right next to Majubb. I am done talking about Majubb's intro. Let's talk about his transformation. Majubb would only have one transformation, which is Majin. I know Majin isn't a transformation, but it is a power-up in the show. But in video game-wise, it would be a transformation. I know that some people want Majubb to be a fusion to Majubb, but it would have some issues. The biggest issue of Majubb fusing to Majubb, how would the fusion animation activate in Sparking Zero? In Dragon Ball GT, Majin Buu died a baby, and he was broken into multiple pieces. Because Majin Buu was broken into multiple pieces, his remaining pieces fuses with Majubb, and he becomes Majubb. My biggest issue with GT Majubb when he's trying to fuse and make Majubb, do you really have to wait until Majin Buu has to die in order for the fusion to work? If Spike's Chunsoft tries to mimic the fusion animation like in the show, it would discourage players from fusing into Majubb. This is the reason why I want Majubb just to be Majubb from Dragon Ball GT, but he doesn't really need the fuse for Majubb. Since Majubb has access to two keys, his own key and Majin Buu's key, I would separate that into a transformation. A nice touch of Oob transforming into Majubb, he would ask Oob to lend him his power. I am done talking about transformations for Majubb. Let's transition into his special moves. Majubb would only have one special move. It would be creating a barrier. When Majubb creates a barrier, it would deflect some super attacks and some ki blasts. Majubb's first couple of super attacks, it would be Dragon Blitz and Kamehameha. Majubb would use both of these super attacks in his base form, but not in his Majin transformation. Majubb's next super attack, it would be that barrage of attacks that he uses against Baby. When Majubb fought against Baby, he did multiple punches and kicks and a knee attack. Majubb finished off his onslaught of attacks by doing an upwards kick against Baby. And now, let's talk about Majubb's ultimate attack. Majubb's ultimate attack, it would be manipulating his ki blast, and it would form into a tornado. When the ki blast is formed into a tornado, it would shoot out a beam, turning somebody into chocolate. I would like the chocolate beam to have a unique animation when characters get turned into chocolate. When the characters get turned into chocolate, they would have their own mini version of the character, but in chocolate form. I think this is it. This would be a good point to end the video. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, but also leave a comment below if you guys really want to see more of my content. Anyway, see you guys soon.